In this video, we're going to be doing a full comparison between the Vance Hines twin slash slip-ons and the Vance Hines Eliminator 300 slip-ons. Now, the twin slash slip-ons are fitted to my Softail Standard, which has a 107 cubic inch Milwaukee 8, and the Eliminator 300s are on this Heritage Classic, which is a 114. So that might make a little bit of a difference, but I doubt it will make a huge difference in the sound. Right, let's get them started up one by one, hear what they sound like revving, and then we'll go down the road, do some ride-bys, and see which one sounds better or louder, and give you our opinion. Now, my twin slash slip-ons have the standard baffles, which is what they come with. There's 3 different baffle options. There's quiet baffles and there's competition baffles as well. The quiet baffles, I wouldn't want them. They make it a little bit more subtle. I don't really particularly like subtle. And the competition baffles make them slightly louder. On videos that I've seen, and there's only really one that compares the quiet to the competition, the difference is very marginal, but in real life there's probably more of a difference than you can tell on camera. It's always like that. But the standard baffles are perfectly good enough. Now, the Eliminator 300s don't have multiple baffle options, but you can get optional quiet inserts for them. I don't know what they sound like. I wouldn't say they're necessary. To be honest, I think if you're keeping it on low revs, you're not going to annoy your neighbours. They're perfectly good for that. These are maybe a little bit more obnoxious if you're starting the bike at 5 in the morning and you're going to work really early. Maybe they'd need to be a little bit quiet. Right, now we're going to try starting them both up together at the same time, and we'll see which one is louder at different RPMs, see which one comes up on top.
Count me down. Ready? Ready?
3, 2, 1. So from what we can tell, the twin slash slip-ons are louder on idle and lower RPMs. The Eliminator 300s, when you open it up, are definitely louder than the twin slash slip-ons, but it's a slightly different noise. The Eliminators are quite puffy, sort of airy blows, whereas the twin slash is sort of more crisp, more of a traditional Harley sound. And also the twin slashes, when you rev it, do some nice little pops and bangs, whereas the Eliminator 300s are a little bit more smooth. Now, another difference between these two exhausts is when you start my bike up, you can hear the cylinders firing, whereas with the Eliminator 300s you can't hear that. So maybe these are slightly more straight through, I don't know, but I do like to be able to hear that noise.
Now, while I was following Darcy on his bike, you get a nice clear sound. It's very sharp sounding, if you like, whereas the Eliminators do, like Darcy said, sound a bit more blowy, a bit airy. But when you open it up, it does roar, and so does this. So you get more of a sort of a tuned roar, if you like, with the twin slash, I think, and more of a blowy lion's roar with the Eliminators. With the Eliminator 300s, if you get the revs just right, you can get it to go fairly quiet. So if you're going past something or someone or a horse or whatever it is, and you just want to get the tone down a little bit, you can with the Eliminators. But with the twin slash, the volume is kind of the same all the time.
Now, I think I mentioned this in my review of my exhaust on its own. Both of these exhausts are not too obnoxious, especially the Eliminators. You can be quiet around town, keep it in low RPMs, and you're not going to annoy anyone. Mine's just on the margin of annoying people, but it makes a nice sound. I think most people can appreciate the sound it makes. It's not so loud that it's like, God, what is that horrible noise? It's making a horrible racket. It's still within the region of being acceptable. I think the main difference between these two exhausts is the twin slash is probably more of a level sound, so it's kind of loud on tick over, it's loud when you rev it, it stays the same, whereas the Eliminator is more of a linear increase in volume as the revs go up. So you can be quiet around town on low RPMs with the Eliminators, you can't so much with the twin slashes.
Right, well that was interesting, wasn't it? Yours is definitely louder on tick over, isn't it?
Definitely.
No doubt about it.
No.
Mine's quite a bit quieter.
Yeah.
But when we revved it, I could hear that one more.
Yeah, only just so. It's very marginal. So the difference is very small, but all round this is probably louder in every circumstance. That's louder on revs.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they both produce a completely different kind of noise. So there's something for everyone with these Vance Hines exhausts. Now, if this video is helpful to you, make sure you like and subscribe. We've got loads of awesome videos coming, and check out our t-shirt store. I'm not wearing one at the minute, but they're under the under the video in a row, and if you head to the website, there's loads of designs. You can get hoodies, vests, women's tees as well. It really helps the channel out, and if you send us a picture of you wearing it, we'll put it on our Facebook and Instagram page, and we'll see you in the next video.